Hey everyone, PTL here. Getting ready to do the Foothills Trail, so I thought I'd do a quick gear review before I go. Most of the gear I'm using was used on the Appalachian Trail through hike back in 2020. A few changes and I'll point those out, but it's getting exciting. Going to be joining Wandering Monk to do the 77-mile Foothills Trail in South Carolina. I will say that the gear I used on the Appalachian Trail that I show you, I used it on trial hikes ahead of my through hike. I used it on the through hike. I've used it a little since then. So that says something about all this gear I'm going to be using. It lasted through all those hikes, and I'm still using it. So I also would like to make an announcement. Just recently, I was contacted by Mighty Blue, Steve Adams, who does podcasts. His channel for the podcast is Mighty Blue on the Appalachian Trail. If you do a search on Hiking Radio Network, there'll be a bunch of links, sublinks on that, and his again is Mighty Blue on the Appalachian Trail. If you click on that, March 31st, you'll get the interview with PTL. So check out Mighty Blue's podcast. And also, I'd like to show you my new sticker that my daughter gave me. My daughter had these made up and recently got me my first round of stickers, so here they are. And there's Bestill on the trail with PTL saying, "Praise the Lord." So thank you to my daughter Leah for making up my stickers. All right, so without further ado, I'll start going through my gear. So I'll start out with my big three. Still using the Mountain Gear Hyperlight pack. I know I had told some of you about the ridges in the Dyneema, but that hasn't bothered me except for about a week on the trail. So still using it, cleaned it out, and ready to use it again on the Foothills Trail. So that's my pack. So for my tent, still using the Z-Pax Duplex. Hopefully I'll get a few more hikes out of that. My sleep gear, I have the Thermarest Neo Air X-Lite pad. And all I do is put in roll it up, put in an elastic band. I don't use the pouch. I have a Thermarest airbag to blow up my pad. And then I have a Cocoon pillow. Again, I can use that airbag to blow up my pillow as well. I have an REI Mummy sleeping bag. It's the Magma 15 degree. You know, if you sleep cold, you get cold easy, then this probably is good to the high 20s. If you sleep warm, good to 15, could give you a little lower than that. But it's a very lightweight down sleeping bag, and I use that on my whole Appalachian Trail through hike. I also have the Cocoon silk liner that I put in. It's more for keeping the bag clean, but this is a new one. I actually wore out the original one, and I bought a couple new ones, and this one's going with me. Going through my clothes, I'm gonna have the Patagonia hoodie. I've got REI outer mitts, rain mitts. I have some old polyester mitts that are fingerless. These pockets on the top go down and you have fingerless glove underneath that. I used those in the past and love them. I have a North Face beanie, and that's reversible. It's got a red and black. You can use either side outside. I have some Redhead nylon pants. I have new ones, but I'm still going to use the ones that I had on the Appalachian Trail for this hike. Again, just a lightweight pair of nylon pants. They dry very fast. You all probably remember my red shirt I used. Well, that's not going this time. My wife got me a new polyester long sleeve shirt, so that's what I'm going to use. It's still got a red one, so going with the red again. But that is new. I have a new pair of Injinji toe socks, as well as the original Darn Toughs that I used on the trail, and I will be carrying a backup pair of those. And just some nylon underwear, and I'll wear a pair of those and have 2 extra ones in my pack. And I have my Z-Pax bag, clothes bag, where all my spare clothes are going in. I'll show you what's in here. have my Redhead Puffy. Love it. This thing was great on the trail, kept me warm in many days. I've got a Buff. I have sealskin socks. I sent those home on the AT because I started late and it was warm, so I didn't need them, but I'm going to take these with me because it's a little earlier in the season, going to probably be wet and could be cold, so I'm going to bring those just in case. So I have a Carhartt shirt, long sleeve, merino wool. That also I sent home last year. I wasn't using it that much, and it was warm, but I'm taking that because we're going to be out in a little cooler weather. I'm bringing a pair and a half of compression socks. One of these was given to me on the trail by Zazu and saved my through hike when I had shin splints, and that's what I'm bringing these for in case I get shin splints. Pair of shorts, probably use those to sleep in at night. Nylon shorts. Again, my backup pair of Darn Tough socks. Probably mostly to sleep in with those. An extra pair of Injinji socks. These ones I had on my through hike. And I have a pair of Armor All leggings. My base layer, I probably will mostly use these if it's cold at night in my tent. If it gets real cold during the day, I can throw those under my pants. I haven't needed to do it when I've hiked in the cold, so. I've got another polyester shirt, Reebok, my t-shirt. Originally planned to hike in this, but I tended to use it more just for sleeping in my tent at night. Taking off the one I wore all day. I got a pair of booties. Down booties to keep my feet warm at night. And some spare underwear. A couple pair of spare underwear in there. So that's all my clothes in my bag. That stuff will stay in that bag. And also inside of my pack is a compactor bag, this white bag here. And all of that gear will go, or the clothes, my sleeping bag and all that stuff, my mat, will go inside this compactor bag, and that'll keep it all dry because you will get wet inside your pack. I also, for my rain gear, I have a pair of Frog Tog pants. I usually don't wear the rain pants on trail. My nylon pants, if they get wet, dry very fast. So I use those more if I was going into town or needed them in camp to put something dry on. So that will probably only be used in camp on this trip, and have it just in case I need another layer. And also have the Frog Togs rain jacket. This is actually new. My daughter got the jacket, the new jacket for me for Christmas, I believe. The new stickers I got, my daughter did get them for me. I can't remember. It might have been for my birthday, but my birthday's right around Christmas, a little after. So, but she did get me those stickers either for Christmas or my birthday. And I'm going with one of the pairs of shoes I had on the Appalachian Trail. These are the Salomons that I wore. They're still in pretty good shape. They do have a little shoe goo on the side there, but they should be good for a 10-day hike. I've been wearing the actual shoes I started with, the Merrell Moabs, on local hikes recently, but these are good for another hike, so I'm going to take those with me. They're lightweight and they'll dry fast when they get wet. Still using the Black Diamond trekking poles. You can see the tips that I replaced are in good shape. These are the Trail Pros Flintlock. These made it through the Appalachian Trail. I don't know if you recall, one of these tips, this one I believe, had a big bend in it, and I just put it on the vice grip and straightened it out a little bit, and then they're good to go. Lasted numerous hikes before my through hike, 2,193 miles on the AT. Used them since then, and they're going with me again on another hike. So here's a new piece of gear I'll be taking. This is the UltraPod 3 with a Manfrotto clip on top. And I've been taking that out since I got it on local hikes and really like it. It's got this Velcro strap that you can hook to small trees. Got the tripod that adjusts onto angles so you can put it on uneven ground. That's really nice. So I'm looking forward to using that on this hike. Some other miscellaneous gear. I made some maps from the internet off of the interactive map that's out there for the Foothills Trail. Made some hard copies of that. Also created a PDF that I'll have on my phone. Some miscellaneous gear. I got some powder in there, Band-Aids, toothbrush, toothpaste, some ointment, medicine. Down here I have some bug spray, sunscreen. Here's the ointment, some foot ointment, or some cream for my feet. I have some spare Ziploc bags to put things in. All right, so now I'll show you my electronics. I'm holding my iPhone 8. That's what I'm filming with. Going to be carrying the GoPro Hero 7. I have a RAV Power 20 mAh battery bank. The RAV Power charger. May not carry that. I have a spare battery for the GoPro. I have an adapter here, which connects the SD card, which is in the GoPro, to my iPhone, which is where I make my videos on iMovie. Pair of headphones, which has that an adapter to go to the iPhone. I have a plug for my GoPro to the battery bank, plug for my iPhone to the battery bank, and also a plug that you can charge the battery bank with, and also that can be used for the GoPro to the battery bank. Some more miscellaneous gear. I've got the Black Diamond headlamp. And this stuff goes inside one of my side pouches. I have a manual compass, which I like to carry. It's very lightweight. Just in case my phone dies, I have a compass. I have a very small Swiss Army knife. Has the knife, has a file, scissors, tweezers, and a toothpick. Small lighter in this pocket, and then I have a backup lighter which I put in the other pocket, and also my GoPro will actually sit in that pocket. So on my pack I have the Mountain Gear phone pouch. My phone will go inside of the top of that. In the pouch in the front I put some Purell hand sanitizer. I carry 2 water bottles. Here's a 1 liter that I have on a bottle bandit hooked up to my shoulder strap. I don't know if you recall, I made some button beads. They were just pieces of cord, and it had a sliding knot at the end that I could slide in. Well, in the heat, those beads didn't hold, so I decided to change it out. I put a little clip on the end, and that will hold my bottle at the bottom to keep it from bouncing out. And then to drink, I can just slide this out, pull the bottle out, and I can drink right from my shoulder with that bottle bandit on top. So I also have this bandana on my shoulder strap. That's to clean up with, you know, if I need to wipe things down or wash with. That also is a backup for the clip on my bottle bandit. I've used it in the past right here to hold my bottle in. If the clip here doesn't hold, this sliding clip, if it gets loose and keeps calling out, the bottle starts to bounce around. So my backups is to tie that bandana around the bottle at the bottom. But the clips, I think, should hold this time. I also have another one of those pieces of paracord with a clip on it for my umbrella. I'll slide this out, put my umbrella through here up on my shoulder strap. My umbrella is over on the side. The umbrella would go through that strap up on my shoulder and then tighten the top down. And then this clip on the string with the clip on the bottom of the umbrella would go through the shoulder strap down here, right where my phone pouch is hooked. Put it through that strap and then tighten it around the bottom here. And that'll hold the bottom in place. This string will hold the top in place, and it should work pretty good. So along with my umbrella in this side pouch is a seat pad made out of Reflectix that I had on the through hike with me, as well as a bug net to go over my head. I had that on the through hike. I'm bringing it just in case, but so far I haven't needed it too much, but I bring it. So on the back of my pack, I have a carabiner hooked up right here with a little string, my camp shoes, which are just a very lightweight pair of rubber sandals. Those are even lighter than the Crocs that most people wear. Very light, and I like them. So inside is my stove setup. I got a pot. It's an old aluminum pot with a pie plate that I put on there, an elastic band holding that on. Inside of there, I have a chamois and my MSR pocket rocket rolled up inside of that with a little handle that goes for the stove. I also have some Gold Bond friction. That's like Body Glide. I put that all over my feet to keep from getting blisters. So inside this little pouch is some KT tape, my fuel for my pocket rocket. I have my Sawyer squeeze, the regular, for my water. I added a CNOC bag. I got that for a gift at Christmas. And so I really like that. It's easier to scoop the water up. And I also recently got this little adapter, which will, your CNOC bag will hook into the end of the Sawyer. And then one end of this will go on to the out end of the Sawyer squeeze, and the other end would go on to the top of one of your bottles. And then you can just hang the bag up and let gravity feed it in. You know, if you want it to go faster, you can squeeze it, but that's a nice feature that you can just hang your bag up and let the gravity feed the water and filter it into one of your bottles. Okay, and I got some toilet paper wrapped up in a couple of Ziploc bags that I leave on the outside because you always want that available. And I got my tent stakes in here, which are a bunch of MSR stakes. I actually lost, and they're in the, this is actually the bag from my, I believe from the silk liner, but I'm using it for my tent stakes. I actually lost the tent stakes on the way home from my through hike, so again, as another gift at either Christmas or birthday, I think it was Christmas, I got 8 new stakes, 2 long ones and 6 short ones for my setting up my tent. So I'm still using the Z-Packs food bag to hang my food in, carry my food. I also have a carabiner on here. This little piece here, this little black slide, will actually lock this so it won't open up. You're going to be sliding this up a tree using the PCT method, and if your stick breaks through that and gets caught in here, you can't get it down. So this is a safety feature. It's good to have if you're going to use PCT method. Put a clip on your carabiner so this won't open up and the stick can't get stuck in there. Right now I have 3 days food in there, mixture of granola bars, different kinds of bars, snacks, Mountain House type meals, and then I have a resupply food box which has additional days of food in there. You can see all kinds of different things, Spam, Belvitas, chicken salad, I got peanut butter, some Cliff Bars, M&Ms, beef jerky or little beef sticks, so, some little fruit snacks for vitamin C. And then I got some meals, some Nora's rice I see, some teriyaki beef jerky here. All kinds of different stuff. I see a Mountain House meal down there. So, lots of good stuff. Granola bars. So that's a resupply box. And then I actually can bring in some extra food because it's going to take me a couple days to travel. So I can stop and eat, or if I want, I can just jump into that bag and get some snacks or meals. So I have my glasses, a spare pair of glasses that I bring. I did lose a pair of glasses on the trail, Appalachian Trail in New Jersey, so it's a good thing I had a spare pair. So I think that's pretty much it. Getting ready to go on the Foothills Trail. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to hike with Dan or Wandering Monk. All right, everyone, that's the gear review. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Don't forget to check out Mighty Blue on the Appalachian Trail. Go to the Hiking Radio Network And look for Mighty Blue on the Appalachian Trail, March 31st, interview with PTL. Praise the Lord. Have a great night, everyone.